Hi, this is Teresa with the Home Gurus of Keller Williams Realty. Welcome to our Lunch and Learn. I am the listings manager for the Home Gurus, and here is
I'm Shannon Pryor, and I am a transaction coordinator or contract to close agent.
very good. We're considered, we call ourselves the success team of the Home Gurus, and we're going to have lunch and learn today and answer some of these questions. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. All right, topic for the day, the market. It's time to prepare your house for a spring listing. Why so many people fall in love with home ownership.
And the housing market update.
Very good.
What's the inventory like? Over phone.
All right. Frequently asked questions. What are the advantages of
let's
owning?
Go back.
Okay.
Let's talk about the last one.
Okay.
So because we're on the inside, we do things behind the scenes, behind the outside sales agents. The market may not be necessarily something we are as expertise in, or where that housing market is, other than, well, you know what inventory we have.
Correct.
But maybe not as much as what's out there. But time to prepare your house for a spring listing. There's going to be pretty weather out as flowers begin to grow.
Yeah, and our slides are going to show us each one of these too.
Cool.
This is like an overview, but we'll get to them and
gotcha.
then we could go more deep into it. So that's okay.
Seriously, we don't know what we're doing.
That's all right. What are the advantages of owning a home compared to renting? Well, go ahead, since you were,
kind of in that. Yeah,
Yes.
The best thing is you're paying yourself instead of paying somebody else's mortgage. Now, there's things that you have to do when you own the home. You have to do your own repairs.
Maintenance, yeah.
But you get to do your own repairs. You get to make sure that those repair people, if there's things that need to be done, are somebody you trust, somebody that you know is going to do a good job. And you get to change things that you don't normally get to change to. If you're just renting, you can paint it whatever color you want, put whatever flowers outside you want. And it's yours. It is an investment, not just in the property, but it's an investment in yourself.
Absolutely. How does ownership contribute to long-term financial stability? Well, she just kind of said that with it's an investment. It's your investment.
And we bought our home about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's already, no, it's not always going to be like that, but ours has gone up significantly in value.
Yeah.
So we could sell it for a lot more than what we paid for it.
Equity, because she already has equity in her home.
And that's exciting.
Yes. What are the potential tax benefits associated with owning a home? Well, I know that you could do homestead. So
yes,
I mean, once you're in the home,
right.
I believe it's January through or February. You know,
when you're filing your taxes, you get a little bit of a tax break. Definitely in Mississippi, not as much as in Tennessee, depending on where you are.
And when do we file for homestead? That's what I was wanting to.
I think January. But okay. In January
through like February, end of February, somewhere
seems like, yeah. Okay. It's been a while since I had to do that.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you take advantage of that. And if you're part of the Home Gurus, we're going to send you a packet if you have a closing with us on exactly how to do that with all the documents you'll need. So we'll take good care of you. Okay. What are the options for building equity through home ownership? We kind of touched base on that already. So. Anything more?
And also, and I talked to one of our past clients recently, and he talked about that he had several homes that he had purchased and that were put in a trust for his children. And so it was rental income at the moment, but once they got to an age and he was able to pass that ownership over to them and they were old enough to handle it, that was something that they would have in their background. So as a parent, doing something like this for your children provides equity and stability, and kind of gets them a head start on things.
And those others for retirement, maybe instead of, for their legacy, they can do it for their own retirement.
Passive income. Yes.
Okay, well, we just did that. What are the opportunities for personalization and customization that come with owning a home? Well, you just see, you're jumping ahead the slides there. We kind of touch base on that. We can, when you're renting, sometimes you have to well, you probably wouldn't, but I mean, permission if you wanted to paint or get them to paint it. You know, you can pick your own colors.
Well, and that can even increase some of your value, whether it's actual value in the home or still marketability. As you upgrade your kitchen, as you upgrade your bathrooms, those things, when you're going to sell your home, add value and make you more attractive to the next homeowner.
Absolutely. All right, what are the potential financial risks and responsibilities associated with home ownership?
Oh, maintenance.
Yeah, we kind of touched base on that maintenance.
But even at that, even at those financial risks, if it's maintenance, it's a responsibility as well. But that at HVAC systems, you've got to upgrade. That's a big expense, and that may or may not be covered under your home insurance or your home warranty. But once you have a new HVAC system, there you go. That would, again, it's an improvement. It kind of, the gain outweighs the risk that's involved there.
Absolutely. And again, I know we've mentioned it on previous classes that we've had, that we've got vendors and lists. So if you ever come across a problem where you could just reach back out to us, you're a customer for life, in our opinion, a client for life. So reach out to us. We've got a vendor list of trusted vendors we use, and we'll be happy to recommend those to you. So really on the risks, I mean, we have homeowners insurance to cover us on any risk. Like she mentioned, you could get a home warranty that we could, and then we also have vendor lists.
Yeah, and I mean, in home ownership, that's, it doesn't very rarely go down in value. It goes up. It may not go up significantly from time to time, but it usually rarely goes down. Right. I mean, especially as we have more people in the world, we need more land. So
at least in our lifetime, we'll say. Okay, what are the potential costs and benefits of home maintenance and repairs? We just touched base on that within that same question.
Yep.
What are the advantages of owning a home in terms of retirement for children?
Okay. I'm just touching all of this.
It's like the red head. Okay, what are the considerations for obtaining a mortgage and managing homeownership expenses?
Well, obtaining that mortgage and the expenses that come along with beginning to own a home would be things like making sure you've got all of your bank statements, that you know what you're going to be able to, what your savings is, what you're going to be able to afford as far as a down payment. There are closing costs associated, whether that's on the buyer side or the seller side, that need to be considered. And then, there's homeowners insurance. There's the cost of the inspections come in play there, and the appraisals, which are all very beneficial in your tool belt to own a home, and the closing costs, because the lawyers want their little piece to be paid for what they're doing, and that's a really important job.
There's actually a lot to think about, and that's why we do suggest that you hire a good agent on the Home Gurus team, and your sales team is going to walk you through all the costs that you're going to need. We'll have a buyer's consultation, let you know of all the fees that are going to be coming up and to be aware of, and that's what we have the professionals to do for you. So how does owning a home align with personal long-term goals and aspirations? Sorry, there's a glare for me.
Yeah, it's aspirations. And that's one of the things that your sales agent or outside sales agents, whether that's in purchasing or selling, is going to be talking to you about. They're going to be talking to you about what your goals are, so that when they list your home, what sort of proceeds what do you need to walk away with when you sell your home, or in buying. Is it your first time home and this is going to be something that you upgrade in the next couple of years, and talking to you about what's your best, I'm thinking, I can't think of the words. Okay, so what they're going to be talking with you about, what's going to be best for you in what you're doing as you're buying a home, or if it's the last one you're going to ever buy, because sometimes we get in that one and you go, okay, the only way I'm going out's feet first.
That's right. All right. Okay. We talked a little bit about this. This is where we're going to talk about the market now.
Okay,
So
yeah,
is now a good time to buy?
always.
Yes, I say yes. I mean, when isn't a good time to invest in your life, in your finances?
And if you're paying 1,200, 1,300,000, 1,300, not thousand, 1,300 a month for rent.
Well, now it's like 1,800 really.
And
but
that's
yes.
what your mortgage would be. So rather than putting that towards somebody else's long-term goals,
Mhm.
put that towards yours. There's just really, and the interest rates are not astronomical. I hear on the news that, oh, they're so high, they're so high. My brother-in-law remembers when he bought a home and it was at 12% interest.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, 5, 7, even 8. It could be worse.
Right. And again, with the good time to buy, anytime you need a home, people are always needing homes.
Yes.
I mean, relocation. I don't think there's ever a bad time to buy. I
Right.
mean, if you need a home, you need to get into a home. Is now a good time to sell? Yes. Again, basically the same situation, especially if you're in the $200,000 to $300,000. I mean, that's where the average homes are right now. So yes, take advantage of your equity.
Yeah, and
Now.
even though we're kind of in a strange market at the moment, I've laughed and said we're in a seller's market still because we've got more buyers out there than we do have homes available. So we're seller's market. But at the same time, it kind of still acts a little bit like a buyer's market in that the buyers are going to ask for some repairs
Mm-hmm.
because no home is perfect.
Right. Okay. All right. Here's a little bit about the spring cleaning. It's time to prepare yourself to prepare your house for spring listing. Okay, declutter and organize.
Oh, that's just good
Yeah.
advice regardless of what you're doing.
Decluttering is about more than just tidying up. It's about creating a sense of space and openness that allows potential buyers to envision themselves living in your home.
Yeah, and if you're going to go on the market for a listing, one of those things that you want to kind of put to the side, go ahead and start packing up is those personal pictures. You don't want somebody coming in and seeing your own pictures. You want them to be able to envision themselves in the home rather than thinking about who you are.
Right. Now, we're not expecting you to put everything up. You still have to
No.
live in the home. But yes, the more of the personal type items that we could put up, it just kind of helps. And then of course, that's what our agents are going to come in and show you if they're going to do a walkthrough for your house, but before a listing, and they're going to advise you on things that they think you need to do. So we're here for you.
And this is really where you shine because
Mhm.
you're going in and helping them get pictures made for the house and
Correct.
things like that.
Yes,
and
the
so
agent.
putting your best foot forward.
Yes.
I got a question. Do you still tell people to take everything off the refrigerator?
Oh no, I haven't
No?
really. I think again when the agents get to go out to the homes,
They do
I
that.
don't get to. But that they're gonna tell their advisement on those kind of things. They'll say, hey, let's clean this up a little bit, that kind of thing. So, all right. Anything more on that?
No.
Okay. All right. I think we'll touch base a little
Okay,
bit.
keeping everything
Yeah, we're gonna
clean.
get a little deeper into it. The kitchen and bathrooms are focal points for many buyers and often influence their overall opinion of the house. Ensure these spaces dazzle by giving through a deep cleaning.
Pay attention to details like scrubbing grout lines, polishing fixtures, decluttering countertops, giving those clean lines. It opens up your space. It makes it feel more airy.
Agreed.
And right.
Yeah.
And a sparkling kitchen and bathroom can leave a lasting impression on a potential buyer, as can a non-sparkling kitchen and a dirty
Yes.
bathroom will leave another impression that you don't want.
All right. I'll let you read this one.
Okay. It's maintain your yard.
Yes.
Take the time to spruce up your yard by mowing the lawn, trimming bushes, and clearing away any debris and dead plants. Ooh, I need to do that at my house. Remember?
We all do.
I know. Yeah, because we've got stuff that I want to come back, but at the same time, it's time to get those things out so that new growth can come in. Remember, the goal is to create the welcoming environment that entices buyers to step inside and imagine themselves living there.
Okay, very good. A beautiful landscape front yard can elevate an ordinary house into a charming home and will help homes sell faster and for more money.
Yes.
So again,
it's that interest.
curb appeal is what we call it.
I like that.
Yeah, curb appeal. When we drive up, we want them, to be amazed at the outside. So any weed.
Oh, yeah.
Now, of course, right now we're coming at the beginning of spring into winter. So we all know right now none of us have done that yet, but we're getting there. It's things to think about, and that's what we're trying to prep.
But we can go ahead and start getting leaves out of the flower
Sure,
beds
yeah.
and making sure everything's kind of cleaned up, because you want to go in and think about, if you're a seller, you want to think about what you would want to see in a home that you would want to buy. And so that might be, there's, the yard already looks really good. There's very little I would have to do. And so you want to do that same marketing for your own house.
Absolutely.
Find a listing agent. A skilled listing agent is your partner, especially at the Home Givers, in minimizing stress when selling your home. Lean on your agent for advice and on decluttering and staging and enhancing your home's appeal to potential buyers. Their insights into the market, trends, and recommendations for reliable contractors and stagers are invaluable. And I can tell you that from our outside agents, some of our rock stars on our team, they really do have an insight. And even though sometimes the things that they tell and the conversations that they will have with you will be a little bit hard, but it's all really for your best benefit to kind of lean into them. And that's what we do in the background as well, as we're here to kind of be your sounding board.
Get the most value for your home.
Because we see it every day. This is our job. This is what we want to do. And we're excited about doing it. So use us.
A good listing agent will help you price your home, recommend a photographer and stager to make it look its best, and put your home on the multiple listing service. We call that the MLS service, and that's where we put the listing for other agents to see it and get their buyers to view it. So, all right. And we kind of touched on that a little bit. Again, we have vendors. We're going to do those recommendations for you. If you do list with us, I will coordinate the photographer to go out to your home on a convenient time for you, and we'll work all that good stuff out. All right. Why so many people fall in love with home ownership? Customizing to your heart's desire. When you're a homeowner, you have a lot of freedom.
The home is yours. You can decorate any way you want. Choose the types of upgrades and new amenities that appeal to your lifestyle and that work for you. I mean, I go in, whether that's my home or my RV, and I want it to be something that's going to be the most useful for me, which if it's somebody else's house and you're renting, either they're going to say no or they're going to make you change it.
Right. Okay. And again, we're here to help you with all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Even after you've got it, we've got folks that we can help you with that do everything from systems in your home, plumbing, HVAC, and we have folks that do upgrades as well. I've got several contractors that I have worked with that go in and do bathrooms and kitchens and cabinetry and do a lot of remodeling.
And as a buyer, that's part of the agent process is to find out what your needs are so that we can find you the home that you want to be in that works for you and your lifestyle. All right.
Greater stability for the ones you love most. Homeownership means that you are the boss. You have the biggest say in your lifestyle and family decisions. Suppose your kids are in public school and you don't want the risk of having them change schools because your landlord doesn't renew your lease. Owning a home would remove much of the risk of having to move. Well, and we've seen as well, I talked to somebody yesterday, she was a tenant and her landlord sold the property and she had to move when the new landlords came in and purchased it. And that's really disconcerting of having to go, okay, I have no control over who owns my home and what they say I'm going to have to do. Once that lease is over, you may have to vacate and then you own the house hunt again for more rent because you had something locked in.
Right.
But I mean, you usually can reduce your mortgage as you refinance. So
sure. And part of that professionalism is if you are trying to keep your children in the same school district, again, our intent is going to find and set up a search where we could keep you in the same school district. So we're here for you on all those avenues. Okay. Why so many people fall in love with home ownership? A feeling of belonging. That's because when you buy a home, You're staking a claim and saying, I'm part of this community. You'll have neighbors, block parties, and more. Shannon does that.
Yes, I do.
And they'll give you the feeling of being a part of something bigger. And then you read the quote for us.
Okay, the home-owning households are more socially involved in community affairs than their renting counterparts. This is due to both the fact that homeowners expect to remain in the community for a longer period of time, and that homeowners have a good ownership stake in the neighborhood. You can tell when there's a large number of renters in a particular neighborhood. The quality of each individual house will, and this is, I've done studies in areas in Memphis actually, where you could definitely tell those who own their home because they took more pride and more value in maintaining the property.
Mm-hmm.
And we do block parties and 4th of July
Parades, yeah.
Yeah, and we have each other's back.
That's
We
right.
watch each other's kids.
A
And go,
neighborhood
"Hey."
watch or
Yep.
community. I mean, those kind of things too. So that
We said, hey, did you know there are a bunch of teenagers at your house? And oh no, they're out of town.
All right.
That's not personal experience at all.
The emotional high of achieving your dream.
Becoming a homeowner is a journey, and it may have been a long road to get to the point where you're ready to take the plunge. And we realize that, and we will walk you through that, from finding a lender that's going to meet your needs to finding the right home inspector, finding the right contractors. We're here for that journey.
Very good. All right. Housing market update. Inventory is low, roughly 3-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
Slight uptick in inventory. Why?
Oh, there may be a slight uptick. I don't know why. Because we've got more houses being built.
Yeah, and interest
Yeah.
rates are stabilizing
Well, then that's the
too.
next one, new construction.
New construction and the new construction, the builders have some great incentives right
Yes,
now.
they do. We've got some that will buy down interest rate points, and
Yes,
some that will help with closing costs. What else?
all kinds of goodies there.
Yep.
All right, and reach out to us for all the details. We'll get in touch with the top agent that could give you all the incentives all across the board, all the different options. All right, open house in today's market, the benefits, home exposure, yes. During those open house times, you don't have to set an appointment. You could come and go as during that time and take your time going through the home. Sometimes when you're with an agent, you know, you've got to get to the next house, those kind of things.
Well, or
so
you
can
might
take
only
them
have a certain amount of time that you're able, you know, when we were really, really busy, you had 30-minute windows.
right, 15-minute even sometimes.
Right. And the open house also, because we market in your neighborhood, we're going to go to your neighbors and go, hey, pick your neighbor, come in and invite folks that may not have an agent yet that wanted to come in and they fall in love with your house.
Absolutely.
That would not have otherwise seen it.
It gives you an opportunity to shop current homes and get a feel for the home like we just touched on.
Yeah, because even though we see the pictures on Zillow or in what we send out through MLS, it is nothing like actually being inside the home.
Correct. Okay. All right. And we do have an open house this weekend, 7271 Delta Lakes Boulevard in Walls. We're going to have that open 11-to-1 and then 2-to-4. So you have a good opportunity during Saturday to go by the open house and check out this beautiful home that we have listed.
I like the little lamp.
It is a new listing too, so take advantage of it. All right. And that very quickly, but glad to be here. Thank you all for joining. And again, reach out to us so we can help you with all your real estate needs. Thank you.
Bye.